What up, YouTube? Yeah. I want to talk about this right here. This particular sword. Do not buy. You will find this at flea markets. You will find this at malls. You find them at those the stores where they'll sell the cheap dragon statues and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? Just do not buy this particular sword. It's horrible. You cannot mess around with this. Yes, it's dull, so you think you can mess around with this. Oh yeah. Another thing is, don't do what I do on my channel. Don't go like this, because if you do have something sharp in your hand, it will cut you. And don't blame me. But yeah, it's dull and it's too fragile to mess around with. And what I mean by too fragile to mess around with is whoever came up with this particular design is a moron. Yes, they may think it's nice to look at on the wall, but here's another thing: is the main problem is I haven't messed with this particular sword forever. I didn't even swing it around, and I already have rust spots here, right here, and there's cracks right here. Someone actually used glass for this, some form of a glass, some type of glass. So yeah, I actually had one of these shatter on me. I was messing around with one. This is actually my second one. I didn't buy them, but a friend gave them to me. And I was hacking something with it. I think it was a piece of fruit, and this right here shattered. This whole entire handle. So these are completely unsafe. Do not buy. Do not buy. Not safe to mess around with, and plus they will fall apart, even just hanging on your wall. That's the problem with this one. I haven't messed around with this, and I think from the cold temperature, from leaving it in the garage, this is already starting to crack. Like I have some cracks here, some chips here, some chips around here. So yeah, this is not a good, people will sell this to you for 25, 30 bucks. It's not worth it. Another thing is, when it does crack, this will bend. When it bends, it will nick you in the hand. Yep, and it's just not worth the money to buy one of these. $20 or $30, you can buy something that will look nice on the wall, that won't rust, and it won't crack, and it won't fall apart like this. Oh yeah, another reason why I took this apart so I can show you guys something is, if you do want to mess around with this, I'm repeating myself, don't, because the main reason is, look how big the blade is and look how big the handle is. It's not designed for doing that. If this was just a straight blade, it won't really affect it, but since this has all these curves and weight's different everywhere, so it won't really, yeah. Horrible. I feel bad for people who are watching this, because everything that I'm reviewing today is all negative. Sorry for the negativity. Stainless steel, my butt. This is not stainless steel. Another thing is this this DC comic right here. If you see this in a comic book shop, avoid. The art is very, very bland. Like, I feel like with some of the characters and how they drew, sketched some things out here, they could have done better. They could have been more creative about some things. Added more detail to the characters. Instead, the shading, there's really not that much shading. That's another downfall. Even though this is a 1993 comic, it could have been much better. the characters seem very plain on the sketches, like the ideas on how, like their idea of the character, how they want to be, how they want to make them be, like dark or fill in the blank. Didn't really fall through completely. Let me find a decent picture. Perfect example, this right here. They could have added a little more with her. The sketch of that particular person. The artwork is not that impressive. It's really not. I'm not impressed whatsoever. They could have been more creative. They could have done something. The name of the comic book is called Death. Yeah, it's kind of lame. I really, really wish they would have, I don't know, do something better with it. Kind of a waste of time even looking at it. Do not buy. Do not buy. Do not even think about buying. Don't do it. Final thing I would like to BS around about talking is the Rio movie. Rio 2. Rio, the first Rio movie, the kids movie, it was actually kind of well done. It was worth watching with the family. Like, if you're hanging out with a girl and she wanted to watch something with her and watch something with you and her little brother, the first one was okay. I do recommend to watch the first one with whoever, or if you're babysitting and they want to watch a movie, pop in the first Rio. It was actually pretty good, but the second Rio, no, it kind of sucks. Second Rio, disappointment. The problem that I have with the second Rio is the actors don't really seem like they're enjoying acting. Like, most of the time when you're watching a movie, it actually seems like they're not even working. It seems like they're just having fun, or it seems like they enjoy acting. The voice actors in this really didn't actually enjoy voice acting. Some of them. With how horrible the voice acting was, I actually had to go online and double check, see if it was the same voice actors. I even looked at the box and checked, see if it was the same voice actors. I couldn't believe it because they didn't sound like themselves. They were kind of all not really there completely. So it was horrible performance. I really want to say by will.i.am. will.i.am was a character in this, and I'm not saying he's the best or the worst actor in the world, but in this you can totally tell he wasn't really enjoying it too much, being the voice actor for that bird. And the same with him. That one dude, can't remember. I think it's George Lopez. Yeah, I think that he was that bird right there. But yeah, that's the problem that I had with this movie. It seemed like they weren't really enjoying it whatsoever. And also the bird and the frog thing, wasn't really feeling that. It was a kind of a thing. Yeah, sorry about all the negative news that kind of warned you guys about this, the sword, and the comic book. I'm hoping maybe my next video will be a little more upbeat. Peace out. Thanks for watching. Gotta get some sleep. Been up since 4 a.m. But comment or hit like if I said anything that you guys like, that said anything that you guys actually enjoy hearing. And I really hope that I help you guys out buying dumb stuff like this, because it is fun to buy stuff like this and use it for slicing whatever, or just having it as wall decoration, but if it's not safe, don't buy it. Yes, I know it sounds funny and weird and retarded saying, if a sword is not safe, don't buy it. Well, the reason why I'm saying that is because you should be able to hold a sword like this and swing it a little bit and not have it crumble. You should be able to have it on your wall no matter what temperature it is and not have it rust. This will crumble on you. And people will try to oversell this to you. It's not worth the money. Thank you for watching my video. Take care.